Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here at TSC. We are celebrating a birthday. It's a celebration. We are having a birthday party. We are celebrating Marion's 70th birthday, which is so exciting.
Yeah.
So good to see you.
Oh, it's great to
My
see you, and
goodness,
it's great
my
to see
goodness.
everybody.
Oh my gosh, we're going to have a lot of fun as well. We have a number of gifts that we're going to be giving away, some prizes, but you have to stay tuned. All right, you have to stay tuned with us, and we're going to have you answer a question. And how about we ask the first question?
Okay.
How about we do that? All right. Well, what big milestone birthday is Marion celebrating? Hint, hint. I wonder what it is. Okay. Well, you know, Marion
It's
has
not
been,
20.
It's not.
It's not 40.
I wonder. I mean, look at this lovely, lovely cake. Right. We
But it
want to
has-
hear what you have to say. Join the party. We want to hear from you. We love having you join us. It's always great to have your participation. And you know, this is the time to celebrate a beautiful woman who's been with us for many, many years. And we're going to learn more. We're going to learn more about Marion and her journey and her career and her, just how it all began.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
It began with Elizabeth over 25 years ago.
25 years ago.
Yeah.
Absolutely
My
incredible.
whole life changed.
Yeah, so, I mean, your life, your career, your beautiful, your beauty journey, being in the industry for all this, all this wonderful time. And I have to say thank you very much for allowing me to be a small part of it as well, and getting to know you as well. So happy birthday, and I just think it's wonderful that we get to celebrate you.
Well, Gretz, you know you've been a great part of our life, especially at TSC. But you know, it's such an interesting thing. People often say to me, well, why did you change careers? What motivated you to change careers? And you know, when I think about it, it was just the right time. I needed a change. I needed to do something. I was, at that stage, I used to train people, and especially a lot of women, in terms of voice and presentation skills. And one day I thought, I wonder if there's anything else I could do. And Elizabeth was part of our life, and she always told me about, you know, Elizabeth Grant, etc. And I thought, I was training these people, and I thought, I'd love to make a difference to women, just like me, you know, not the best shape, not maybe getting on in life, maybe not the best size, maybe not the most beautiful, but empower people and women on how to feel good and look good and know that you can do better and you can get anything that you want. And the more I thought about it, I thought, this is where Elizabeth Grant fits into the picture.
It's helping others to become their best self.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You know, I think a lot of times we look at magazines or we'll see a celebrity and think that's the ideal person. But that is not, that is a complete illusion.
It is the illusion.
Isn't
It's
it?
you,
Yeah.
it's me, it's us. It's, you know, like, hi everybody who's watching, Helen and Cheryl and Olga and Richard.
Yes.
Hi to everybody. I can't say hi to everybody, but no, I'm saying hi to everybody because really and truthfully, it's been a marvelous journey, and you've been there with us. And you know, you're our Jerusalem fans, our Jerusalem girls, our Jerusalem guys, and thank you for being part of the journey.
Well, you know, I think we've met, you know, and Kathy and Susan and Janice and, you know, Sheila and the multitudes of people who are watching right now. And it's not just the ladies. There are a lot of Jerusalem men out there also. So, you know, thank you very much for being with us and helping us to celebrate this wonderful birthday. We want to say hello to another lovely lady. Hello, Margot. How are you?
Hello. So I'm so sorry that I'm not in studio, but tonight is the night to celebrate Marion of her 70th. We do have a wonderful winner for the first question, but before we go into that, I will have to tell you all of our winners. They're going to be chosen at random.
Yes. Okay.
So no rhyme, no reason.
Okay, that's what we want.
When you hear your name, please send your direct message to Elizabeth Grant's Facebook page, saying I won, and give us your name, your email address, your mailing address, and we'll get that kit right off to you. We will never ask you for your credit card information. Please do not put your private, confidential details in this chat, because although Canadians are friendly, we want to keep you safe. So, by the way, I do have to say, Greta and Marion, there was a lovely comment before I announced the winner. Olga said that she's saying it's such a relaxed evening and she loves spending time with you. Like she's spending time with her girlfriends, and that's amazing.
Oh, that's wonderful. Isn't that wonderful? Because, and that's what it feels like with this brand, with Marion, with yourself, with Elizabeth. It's always been like spending time with your besties, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
It's like, it's like we just get to know one another, even though we can't see you. We feel you, and we feel how how much you enjoy this brand and how much it has really changed, the way you feel about yourself. You've talked to people out on the street, or I've talked to people, you've talked to people as well, Margot, where people have said, oh my gosh, I've tried absolutely everything, and this brand has really changed it for me. Now, with that said, we have a wonderful TS coming up on Friday.
We do.
Yes.
We do. It's my birthday TS.
That's right.
I like to call it, I say it's collagen on steroids. Because it truly is, it contains, I'll tell you about it later. Let's talk about the giveaway now.
All right. Yes.
I do.
Yes. Okay.
Can I just announce the winner of the first prize?
Yes, please do.
Amazing.
Don't keep us waiting.
Congratulations, Sheila Tan, for getting the correct answer of 70 years young.
Okay.
Send us a message and we will be sending you a prize pack valued at 140 Canadian dollars of our world famous iPads and our Essence on the Go.
Wonderful. Well, I think everyone knows how much Marion and I love our iPads.
Yes.
To the fact that we have driven to work in the morning in the dark with our iPads on and meeting one another in the hallway, right? with our iPads on.
And I'll never forget that. And it was just something that I still do even today.
Yes.
Every time I have a show, before the show, you'll see that if you ever came to me, you'd see, she's wearing her iPads.
That's right.
It's your instant, it's your quick fix, it's your drench of hydration, it's a smoothing of the eye, it like brightens your eye, it just makes those eyes look beautiful.
Absolutely. It's like something you just can't be without. I have a little ceramic bowl with my stash of my iPads, and they're just absolutely wonderful. So we really are happy about having you here. We have another. Should we ask another question? We have another question. What is Marion's relationship to Elizabeth? Well, A, daughter. B, daughter-in-law.
Or
C, sister. All right. Well, you're going to answer that question, and there's going to be a prize that will be given, and Margot will be announcing who that winner is. So stay with us. We have a lot more. We're having fun. We're having a party. As you can see, we have this beautiful cake. I'm tempted to stick my finger in it, but I don't think that would be very ladylike. So we'll just let it stay the way it is. That's okay with you. Yes, tell us, what is Marion's relationship to Elizabeth? A, daughter, B, daughter-in-law, or C, sister? Okay. All right. So let's talk more about you.
Okay.
All right. So you've been with with the brand for 25 years. As you were growing up in South Africa,
Yes.
what did you aspire to do? I mean, you know how every little girl has something that they want to do?
Mm-hmm. What did I aspire to do?
Yeah.
When I was a little girl, this is interesting.
Yes.
I wanted to become it was called a draftsman in that day. Today it's called a draftsperson. And what's that? It's like not quite an architect, but it's a person that does the architectural drawings. And I was discouraged from doing that because I was told this is not a career for a girl.
Isn't that, yes.
And I took it for granted. Growing up, it was a very different age. It was an age in which women were not equal at all.
No.
We never earned the same. Even when I started teaching, my salary was half the salary of the counterpart of a man. And we accepted that. We thought, well, that was normal. So we've really come a long way. Life has changed.
It really has.
But even when we started the business 25 years ago in Canada, one of the big difficulties was because we didn't have lots of money at all, and I knew we needed a loan. And I went from bank to bank, and I was rejected because I had to get my husband to co-sign, and we didn't want that. Until I went to one bank in particular that supported women entrepreneurs, and I'm going to tell you who they were. It was RBC. They were the only bank that supported women entrepreneurs.
Well, shout out to RBC.
And they gave us our start. They gave us $5,000.
Really?
And that's how we started the business. And it's fantastic. I have $5,000, but even though it sounds like a lot in those days, it wasn't.
No.
But it was our start, and I'll be forever grateful for that. That there was one bank that actually believed in women. Today, it's across the board.
It's a lot different.
It's understood that women entrepreneurs are reliable. They set up good businesses. They're good. It's a whole different attitude. But it was a battle when we started.
Well, and that's such a great question because a lot of people didn't know how Elizabeth Grant, like your part in starting. So thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, really, that's and that just says, don't ever give up on a dream.
Don't give up.
Just keep on knocking on those doors, because someone will listen. Now, we want to say hello again. Yasmin says, I did an EG party with my girlfriends last week, and we had a blast. Wonderful. Isn't that just great?
It's so great.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to know what products you use because that's so much fun,
Yeah, maybe we can hear what you did, Yasmin, because I know every time you do the show, a lot of ladies get together and they get all of their products out, and we get the best emails, and people talk about how literally this brand has changed their life, and it has the evolution. Do you remember when we started the eye cream, the serum?
Was it tiny little bottles?
Little
Tiny.
bottles, yes.
Tiny little bottles?
Yes. And I mean, the evolution of the brand and your input and working with all of the the scientists, the researching and the marrying of the different ingredients together. I mean, people don't really realize how difficult that is.
It's so difficult.
Yeah.
And also, of course, you've got to understand that everything that we do has got Jerusalem.
Yes.
So how does Jerusalem fit into it? Our Jerusalem is our delivery system. It's what takes all the actives into the skin. It's been written about. It's been, this is what makes us so different. You don't want a product that's going to sit on your skin. You want something that's going to go into the skin. And that's our Jerusalem. So how do we marry Jerusalem with all the actives that are there so that you can get the best? And this, to me, has been the greatest learning experience of my life.
Right.
I've met with the chemical companies. We've been to different, venues to learn about what's going on. And I'm not a chemist. We always go along with our chemists.
Sure.
I've absorbed so much, and I've really absorbed that. And I love saying this. I'm going to say it again. What you put on your skin today determines what your skin's going to look like. Not only in 28 days, but 5 years, 10 years, and today with my skin at 70. And I really want to thank everybody again who's watching us, because thank you, Lynn, Beverly, Darlene, Nancy. Really, thank you for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I knew everybody's names. I'd read it all out. But it's today. We're celebrating my birthday. Have we answered the question yet?
Yes. Well, have we? Do we have a winner? We'll find that out in just a moment. But also, we'd like you to leave a question for Marion in the comments as well. We want to hear from you. We want you to be really involved, like you're right here in the studio with us. And Margot, we do have a winner, do we?
and gentlemen, I'm very excited. And the irony of it is congratulations to Yasmin.
Oh,
And I'm sorry if I mess up your last name, but Yasmin Nanji.
oh, that's wonderful.
So,
Oh my
so
goodness
please send
me.
us a message
Yes.
and we'll get that out to you. And maybe you'll be able to have another spa party with your friends as well next week.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's really great. Congratulations. And to all of the Lyns and the Beverlys and the Darlenes and the Nancys who are out there watching, thank you. Thanks for being with us. And we wouldn't be here without you. We
No.
absolutely would not be here. Now, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
In your okay, we're celebrating your 70th birthday. So in your 70th year, what lessons have you learned about life in general?
Okay.
I know that could be a whole hour.
That's a whole
hour.
hour.
That could be,
Okay. I'm gonna
business
yeah,
and family.
Let me summarize
Yeah,
it. Okay,
okay.
so what have I learned in 70 years? And I'm sure we've all learned exactly the same thing.
We all have a story. What's
Yeah.
yours?
So I think I'm going to go back to saying, like, we often hear life is a bed of roses,
Yeah.
right? And we always think of these beautiful roses, but roses have always got a bed of thorns with them as well. And I think that that's what life is. Life is how you tackle those difficulties, how you tackle the obstacles,
1000%.
how you're able to pick yourself up and go. Because if you don't go forward, you get stuck. And I think that has been my biggest life lesson. Don't get stuck. Always find a way to move forward, a way to what is going to drive you, what is going to take you. Otherwise, you're going to blind that bed of thorns, and that's painful.
Oh, that, and that's such a wonderful answer, because if you don't learn from something, then you just remain stuck. You really do. And we all, like I say, we all have a story, and we could all write our own book, could we not? Well, I want to ask you a question. How is working with Elizabeth and Margot? I'm sure you've all helped each other and supported each other, but it must be amazing working with family. So talk about the family dynamics, the three of you working together.
Okay, but before I talk about the family
Yes,
dynamics,
sure.
I think I'm going to say, how is it working with Margot and with Elizabeth? For me, it's been a privilege. It's been a privilege. I've learned from Elizabeth. I've learned from Margot. We able to connect, and we able to understand that we all focused on going in the same direction. It's been a journey, but it's been. I wouldn't have had that. I wouldn't have wanted anything else. I really wouldn't have wanted anything else.
And isn't that wonderful? 3 different generations with 3 different ideas, but all coming
Together.
to the same point.
Yeah. We
And
all
growing
want the same
company,
thing.
in such a grand way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the focus has always been Elizabeth Grant. It's not Elizabeth, Marion, or Margot.
Right,
It's not about
right.
us. It's about what we're creating and what we're building, and how we can continue to build and bring just always be the best.
And giving the best.
Yeah.
Giving the best of ingredients to women out there who want to be their best, feel their best, do their best, and not feel that I can't afford to buy these expensive creams that I'm seeing in magazines. I can't do that. So therefore, I'm not going to be able to look beautiful. You are beautiful anyway.
We all
Yes,
are beautiful.
yes.
We all have
Yes.
skins. We all want to be empowered. And Elizabeth empowered me.
Oh,
Margot
yes.
empowers me.
Yes.
It's just, so often you hear about families working together and all the arguments and bickering and blah, blah, and put downs and everything like that. Not with us. No. It's been, as I said, a privilege. It really has been.
Wow, I love that. I mean, thank you so much for that. And it certainly has been a privilege. I've learned from Elizabeth. I've learned a lot from you. I've learned from Margot as well. She's just so quick and funny and and interesting, and she's just absolutely great. So, I mean, the privilege is all mine, being able to work with all of you. How many years here's a question. Now, this is a trick question, okay? How many years has E.G. been on TSC? All right.
Why is it a trick question?
There, because, well, you never know. We want to hear. See if someone knows, because there will be a prize.
Is there an A, B, and C answer?
No, there's no A, B, and C, A, B, or C.
Okay, it's not 70 years.
It's not really a trick question. Not really a trick question at all. Well, we're about to celebrate 25 years on, we are celebrating 25 years having you here with the Elizabeth Grant brand. Talk to us about you being here from the beginning to right now, because we have still the #1 skincare brand here at TSC, Marion.
I know, and it's again, it's an amazing privilege, and thank you for everybody. That's you. Thank you very much. 25 years ago, when we started on TSC, I'll never forget when we did our first show, and I remember you were watching in the in the wings as well. That was truly the most exciting moment, because it's like when you do something and you don't really know what's going to happen.
No.
Right? We prepared ourselves, we did everything, but we didn't really know what was going to happen, and it was successful. And that was Elizabeth and I. We hugged one another, we danced, but that was the start. And you know, when you start something and it's great, you then have to do the next one even better, and the next one, because you don't get many chances, right?
That's
we always
very
used
true.
to say 3 strikes and you're out. So it now became, and this is what I loved so much in those days about working with Elizabeth, because she was so professional.
Yes.
That we could sit down together and we could talk about a show, and we could talk about what worked, and we could talk about what didn't work. And there was never an argument, and there was never an ego. Because again, as I said earlier, we were all on the same path.
Yes.
So even in those early days, it was a struggle, it was hard work. But every single time we came here, we would go out for breakfast after our first show, because in those days you started at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
And we would go out for breakfast to a little place around the corner, and we would sit and we'd eat our breakfast, and we'd talk about what we said and what was going on and what was going. And it was always, there was such a rumble of excitement.
Yeah.
All right, and then we would, even while we were having our breakfast, we were preparing for the next show. And after the next show, we'd go for lunch, and then we'd prepare for the next show. It was always, it was hard work, but it was always so exciting.
Yeah. And it was, and you know, to see what happened behind the scenes with all of the planning, but then being in front of the camera, it was like, it seemed so natural, right? It seemed like, all right, this was so easy, this is how it happens, but it's the planning in the background that made what you saw on camera seem so seamless.
And that's so true, because it's a lot of work. You can't just do a show and be unprepared.
Not at all.
You have to know what it is that you're talking about. We have to know how we can give you that information so that you understand it, and so you understand what is it going to do for you. Because I can tell you what it's going to do for me, but let's face it, it's all about what is it going to do for you. And that's what really has been our drive.
And see, that's the thing. Ladies, the public trusted you right from the beginning. That's the wonderful thing about it, because how do you buy a skin cream, a serum from television without having that semblance of trust?
Exactly.
It's almost like you passed it through to them for them to try it.
Yeah.
And they had to have it. And still, 25 years later, still the #1 skincare brand here at TSC. Congratulations, Marion.
Thank you. Do you know we have Gail from
Congratulations.
Melbourne, Australia, is watching us?
Oh,
Thank you, Gail, and lovely that you're with
wonderful.
us. And Janina, 25 years she's been watching since the beginning. Wow.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Thank you so
Janina,
much.
I bet you have a beautiful skin. And if you
have
do,
to. You absolutely
all right,
have to.
remember, that was our dream. That was my dream when I started. I wanted everybody, you know, women just like you, me, men as well.
Me, I
right?
mean, absolutely.
Ordinary, you know,
yes.
like, I don't know, just I'm going to say people who are you know, different shapes, all
Yeah.
shapes, all sizes. I certainly wasn't, I certainly was never a model, right? But I always had a dream, and thank you for being part of our dream.
Yeah. And hopefully you keep your dreams as well. No matter what your dream is, that's the important thing. And I always say, always come to the table, always feel good, always be empowered. And this brand has empowered not only women here who watch TSC in Canada, but obviously Australia. Globally.
Yeah.
That's what the Elizabeth Grant brand has done for the world.
Yeah.
And when you think about that, that's a really big responsibility, isn't it, Marion?
It is a big it's a very big responsibility, with something we take very seriously.
Yes.
And something that Elizabeth taught me all those years ago. She said, Marion, why should only the rich and famous have access to the best? I want my Jerusalem girls, my Jerusalem guys to always know we will bring you the best. You can rely on us, you can trust us, because that is the most important thing. And when you get it and you use it, and you've used it for 25 years and counting, and your buddies and your friends say to you, you are looking beautiful, I'm so proud of what we've accomplished.
Yes. I have a question. If you could go back 25 years,
Yeah.
what would you tell yourself then? If you could just go back, would you change
25?
anything?
No,
Is
I'd
there
say
something?
do it again. You
See,
have to do it.
I love that answer, because so many times you'll hear people, they'll be saying, well, I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't do that. But isn't that wonderful for a change to hear someone say, hey, let's just do it all over again.
And I'm going to tell you honestly,
Yes.
It hasn't always been easy.
That's what I was going to say. It has to be a bumpy ride, or else you don't learn.
As I said, life
Right.
is not a bed.
Yes,
Life is, if it's
yes.
a bed of roses, there's lots of thorns there. It's how you manage.
Yes,
And
yes.
how you, you have to have that drive in you. You have to believe in yourself. But if you do, and you work hard, and you understand that the knock doesn't knock you down, the knock is just, say, pick yourself up and go for it.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's right. That's
I
what
think
you have
Margot's
to
got
do.
a winner.
Oh, Margot. Margot, hello, Margot. You have a winner, do you?
I do. I have a winner. I'm ingrained in answering people's questions. People were wondering about certain tubs of love, and I had to say, yes, we haven't discontinued our absolute tubs of love.
Oh.
But anyway, congratulations. Again, I'm so sorry if I mess up anybody's pronunciations of names. I'm so sensitive to this. But Janina Becky.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so that is our third winner, I believe, yes? Wonderful. We welcome everyone. And as you were saying, everyone who is watching is a winner.
Yeah.
Everyone who is watching is a winner, and we appreciate you being with us and celebrating our 25 years and celebrating your 70th birthday. Marion, can we talk about a few of the items that are going to be here this weekend? Well, a lot of what you're seeing on the table right now are active, other than our Today Showstopper. Now, this Today Showstopper is huge. We're going to be launching this on Friday night at 10 p.m. and there will be a big prize, all right? So you want to make sure that you're going to tune in Friday at 10 p.m. and there will be, we'll talk about that question in a little bit. But let's talk about a few of the items that are going
I'd
to
love
be
to.
around.
First of all,
Yeah.
because it's my birthday, I have a birthday
Yes,
box.
yes.
And in my birthday box, I've got 6 items in
Yes.
there. I've included our fabulous serums. I've included the essence. I've included that beautiful green power hand
Yes,
cream.
yes.
Okay, a wonderful eye cream that is cooling as you put it on, and of course a face cream. So it's a complete system.
That's beautiful.
That is my birthday box. Again, great value.
Yes.
And everything.
And it's available
okay,
now.
And it's available right now. So I've also got our Love in the Tub.
Yes.
Oh no, a tub of love.
Tub of love.
A duo of the caviar body
Oh
cream as
my
well,
gosh.
which is great.
But they're available now. You want a multi-pack on that?
And I mean,
For
this is
sure.
a body cream that's got caviar and jerusalem and minerals
Oh,
and taurine and vitamin A and vitamin E. It is, Margot coined it the tub of love because it
Yeah.
caresses your skin and it prepares your skin and it's going to give you that beautiful,
And
silky,
you can't
magnificent,
stop
soft
touching your own
skin.
skin, right?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
it's
yes.
just wonderful.
Two of
and
those.
what else do we have?
Lots of color because,
Oh, yeah.
here we are. I believe in my lip stains.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Doesn't kiss off, doesn't eat off,
That's
doesn't lick
right.
off. It just lasts and lasts and lasts and lasts. And lip color, especially, I am almost 70. I'll be 70 in a day. All right. It is the most important part of your makeup. If you do not have color on your lips look drawn, they look thin, you look tired, and you look, shall I say it, old.
Yes. It's true.
So
It is
whenever,
true.
if I can ever give you, I
Yes.
always give you, our lip colors are in here, right? It's lip stains.
Beautiful.
Live, I've given you the
Yes.
eyeshadow, the moisture stick.
Yes, love that.
Lovely.
And the
And then I'm
universal.
not going to talk to you about the showstopper, which I said to you
Yeah.
earlier. I said to you, now look at this. Collagen, I love to bring collagen around my birthday time. And the
Yes.
reason for it is, it's very simple. We lose collagen during the winter months.
Yeah, we
all
sure
right?
do, even more so.
We lose it because of the weather. We lose it because of the heat. It's all extracted from our skin. Our collagen breaks down in the winter. Springtime is a time to get it right. It's a time to put the collagen
Boost.
back.
Yeah.
And so what we've done for the birthday specifically is I said it's like it's on steroids because we've empowered it with multi peptides. This is loaded with our collagen. It is loaded with peptides. So it's going to work very fast. So it's really
Yes.
great. You've got your 24-hour cream, your eye cream. You've got this phenomenal collagen miracle in a great big bottle. And then for the very, very, very first time, I included our professional collagen booster. It's never been in a showstopper. It is made specifically for the professional world. This is what the clinicians use at the medical spas. This is what they put on their patients' faces.
Yes.
A $300 treatment, a $400 treatment. I've put this
Oh, I can't believe that.
in
Okay.
the showstopper.
All
I
right,
say it's
now-
my gift to you.
That will be available on Friday at 10 p.m. That's when we're launching. But it is incredible. Everything else you can order right now. You want to definitely make sure you pick up on the caviar tubs because that is absolutely phenomenal. I know myself. I stock up on the body creams because they're so luxurious. All right. Now, Phyllis says, I started these products in January this year and see a difference already.
Yeah, great.
Well, isn't that what you've always talked about that. You'll notice a difference immediately. Your skin thanks you. Your skin knows what it needs, doesn't it, Marion?
Yes, of course, it's your largest
Yes.
organ. It knows your skin needs it needs the right hydration,
Yes.
needs the right food. And when you give your skin what it needs, it responds so quickly. And that's why, Phyllis, you can see a difference. And you will notice that your friends will say to you as well, "What are you using? You're looking great." Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And isn't it nice when not only when your friends comment you, but when you can look in the mirror, like she said, I see a difference already. All right, Pavlina says hello as well. Pavlina, what a lovely name. Isn't that a lovely name? I love seeing the names.
Yeah.
They're just so beautiful. They really are. And people are saying hello from all over Canada, and we're saying hello back to you. We thank you for joining us here on Facebook Live celebrating Marion's 70th birthday. If you have a question for her, please drop it in the comments and we'll make sure that we read that, we answer, so we get to know a little bit more about Marion. All right, I have a little question. Is there something that you can share with us that maybe nobody knows about you that you'd like to, that we'd be surprised to know? Is there anything?
I'll tell you something. Somebody asked me this question the other day,
Oh,
and
really?
I answered it, and the person, "What?"
Okay, well, can you do, yeah, we'd love to know. We'd
This
love
is
to
crazy.
do that.
This is crazy. Somebody said to me the other day, "Who was one of your heroes when you were growing up?" And I said, all right, I mean, there are lots of heroes, women, etc., but I said Elvis Presley.
Okay, all right. Why?
I don't
Okay.
know why. I loved
Just love-
Elvis Presley.
okay.
I
Made you
loved-
feel good.
Made me feel
Yeah.
good. I loved his music. I used to sing. I thought
Yeah.
at one stage I thought I'd become a singer as well. I mean, why not?
Why not? Absolutely. No, that's great. All right, so is
Who
that
did you love when you were young?
who did I love? I love Betty Boop.
Okay.
Betty Boop.
Why?
You know why? Because she was strong and she was powerful.
Yeah.
And I was just a little kid, and I just thought, not only is she cute, but she's just here, you know? Like she's a beautiful, feminine, strong woman.
Yeah.
Betty Boop. I know that might sound a little silly, but I still do to this day.
Isn't it interesting that we sometimes
Yeah.
go from what we thought of when we were young
Yeah.
and we say, yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
I'll
Well,
tell you something else that's interesting.
Tell me.
You
Tell
know,
us.
I love writing. I do.
Yeah.
I wrote Elizabeth's book, which with a co-writer, which was just wonderful. I wrote my book, Stand Up and Talk to 1,000 People and Enjoy It, which was like the birth of a new baby for me almost.
Oh.
It was fantastic.
Yes.
And I always said I have one more book inside me.
Okay.
And the book inside me, which I hope one day I'll do it, is called Lessons I Learned from My Mother.
Oh.
Because I believe we all have stories about who we are today comes from things that we absorbed in the past. And I would
Oh.
love to do something like
Oh, I love that. And I think every one of us could write that book.
that. Or contribute to
Yeah,
mine.
I really think that's beautiful, and I hope we get to read that book someday, Marion.
Yeah.
I really
That's
do.
going to be my retirement thing when I
Well,
retire.
I hope that won't be for a while. Well, you know, we do have a special giveaway for the TSC visit on March 24th, and all you have to do is enter to win by answering this question on Facebook Live on March 24th at 10 p.m. Now listen to this. How has Elizabeth Grant Skincare helped you fall in love with your skin and the aging process? We want to hear from you because we know there are just tens of thousands, you know, here in Canada, but millions all over the world. But we want to hear from you. We want to help you. We want to know how and why Elizabeth Grant has helped you fall in love with your skin again and the aging process.
That's the core of Elizabeth Grant.
Yes.
Fall in love with your skin again and the aging process, because what did Elizabeth always say? Age is just another number.
And absolutely, it
Yeah.
certainly is. Well, you know, and when I think about it, I think about, 25 years ago working with you and your skin then and your skin now completely turned around, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, because of look at that.
Yeah.
It's the plumpness.
The bounce, yes.
It's the bounce. It's the collagen. It's the elastin. It's the testosterone that gets into your skin and changes everything you ever thought about aging.
Yeah, and just putting your best face forward. Well, we're definitely going to be wrapping up in the next couple of seconds. It's been wonderful getting to know you a little bit more, and I'm sure for our viewers, getting to know you and celebrating with you and learning about how much you are involved in the entire process of bringing this beautiful, beautiful brand to where it is today, with you and Elizabeth and Margot.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a journey that I still treasure.
It really has been wonderful, and don't forget, we want you to tune in on March 24th at 10 p.m. to answer that question. There will be a wonderful prize given.
Yes.
And then, of course, Marion will be with us the entire weekend.
Me and Margot.
Yeah, and Margot as well. All right, we're going to say so long for now. And my friend,
Thank you.
always nice to be with you as
Thank you.
well.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait to see that little monkey girl, that cute little girl who's wearing that pretty blue outfit. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much for being with us. I know we have a couple of seconds, but we're going to say so long for now.
Bye. Thank you.